What's up, NeXGen fam? I'm Tony Ann.
And I'm Vaughn. Welcome to another episode of NeXGen MoneyWise, the show that makes your money smarter so you can live better.
We hope you've been subscribing, liking us at Credit Unions JA,
and even sharing the episode with those who are ready to be intentional about their finances.
Now, today's topic, it's giving grown and credit ready. We're talking about your credit score, what it is, why it matters, and how to give it the ultimate glow up.
Well, I'm definitely ready. Guess what, NeXGen folks? MoneyWise starts now. Because whether you're applying for a loan, financing your car, or getting that dream apartment, your credit score is speaking on your behalf.
And helping us break it all down today is someone who knows credit inside and out. Let's welcome Anthoy Fagan, Infiniti Co-operative Credit Union's branch manager and proud NeXGener.
Yes, I am.
Hi, Anthoy.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, well, let's get straight with the basics. What exactly is a credit score and why should young adults care for it?
That's an excellent question. Now, your credit score is a numerical representation of your credit worthiness, and it basically gives a depiction of how you have repaid your debts in the past. Now, why is it important to young adults? It assists with the rate in terms of how they are charged for interest. It affects how long they will get to repay their debts, and ultimately, if their payment history is good, they will have a higher score, and a higher score is ultimately what you want, because the higher your score is the better your rating will be.
Okay, and the higher score comes from making payments on time.
So making your payments on time, based on how old you are, how many debts you have, all of these are factors that make up your credit score.
So what if I don't want a credit score?
Well, everyone will have a credit score, whether you want one or not, because it basically gives a history of how you are as a borrower.
Okay, go on.
Well, since we're talking about credit score, let's touch on something different. Now, many young persons fear credit cards. I just want to know, how can using one improve your credit score?
Credit cards are usually feared because they are oftentimes mismanaged. And a credit card can be used for good purposes, and from once they are used for good purposes, and when I say good purposes, meaning that they are managed properly, you make your minimum payments on time, you make lump sum payments, these can impact how your credit score is. And let's say, for example, your credit was bad or you missed some payments, you can repair that credit by making that on-time payment, by making that lump sum payment, and little by little, your score will improve.
And how easy is it in general? Because, for example, say I have bad credit. I have tons of credit cards that I need to repay, and I am now looking to build my credit score. Can I just make a, because I feel like we talk about it so much, but we have no clue how easy or how simple it is. So what will it take for my credit score to now improve after I've started making payments?
And that's an excellent question. Now, credit unions offer something that we call credit restructuring, and this is an excellent tool that can be used to repair your credits. So if you have more than one mismanaged credit card, for example, you can now pool them into one debt and then now start making those payments as agreed, and then now you will build on your credit worthiness, and you'll find that you will have an improved score over time. It will not happen overnight, but by you making that step month by month will improve your score.
And is that the same as debt consolidation?
It is the same as debt consolidation, which is pooling your debts into one basket for a more managed payment.
And we know that the credit unions have some of the better rates for debt consolidation.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
True. So before you get the credit card, before you get the credit, someone without anything, what's the first steps you'd advise for them to do?
Now, what I would advise a young individual to do that doesn't have credit, become a part of the credit union family. Start saving, and from there you will now have access to cash secured facilities, and you can start building a credit from there. Literally everyone can be a part of a credit union, so there is no excuse, and you can start building a credit today.
There is a credit union for everybody.
There truly is. And I just need to know, can you explain how loan payments like car or student loan impact your credit score?
Now, how these will impact your credit score is basically how you make your payments, your payment history, as we had said before, and your whole credit worthiness. These are the key factors that will build your score. Young persons will normally get a student loan, probably be their first loan before anything. You have to ensure that when you complete your studies, upon the agreed date, you make your payments. It shows that you are committed, dedicated, and you are trustworthy, which is a very key important factor. And that will give you the perfect score so that anywhere you go to, you can have access to credit easily. And you will get the better rates.
And I guess my next question, because you're from Infiniti Co-operative Credit Union, is how can credit unions like yours support young Jamaicans in achieving a solid financial foundation?
So, credit unions like Infiniti Co-operative Credit Union Jamaica that I'm from, we have a basket of products for young individuals that they can utilize that can help them to build financial wealth. We have loans for educational purposes, so they want to do their undergrad, they want to do their graduate studies to further their education. We have that. If you want to purchase your first car, we have that. Or if you want a second vehicle, we have that. We assist young individuals to purchase homes. We do that. Our credit union does that. We assist with even getting the deposits for your home. We do that. If it is that you need to even go on that dream vacation that you want, we do that. So we, being a part of the credit union movement, can assist young individuals at every stage of their life to build that financial wealth that we all dream for.
I love that. Tony?
Yeah. No, I think this is an incredibly great topic. I feel like we need to talk about credit some more, you know, especially for young people who are still struggling to understand it. I've heard so many young people say, I'll never take out a credit card, or a credit card is a weapon formed against me, you know, so if perhaps
Also,
we have...
a lot of persons do get affected by their credit cards when they go to take a loan.
Yeah. And then there's mismanagement, not really understanding how to use it.
It's often because of mismanagement why that happens.
Yeah.
So it takes dedication, it takes hard work, it takes perseverance. So you just have to ensure that you utilize a limit that you know you can manage and make those payments on time and in full, and you won't have that problem any at all.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Anthoy Fagan, branch manager and proud NeXGen from the Infiniti Co-operative Credit Union.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure having you.
Thank you guys for having me.
Now, we are not ready to let you go just yet because we are going to play a game, the Credit Score Glow Up Challenge.
I'm excited about this one actually. First question, true or false? Paying the minimum on your credit card bill is enough to boost your credit score.
True.
All right. You can't build credit unless you already have a credit card.
False.
Good job, Sir Anthoy. Now, NeXGen fam, we want you to shine. Post a story using the hashtag CreditGlowUp and tell us, what's your next step to building better credit?
Yes. Share those stories with us and ensure that you hit like, subscribe, and follow at Credit Unions JA.
Now, here is our credit union money tip, powered by Infiniti Co-operative Credit Union. Pay your bills on time, every time. Your payment history makes up the biggest portion of your credit score, 35%.
All right. And I guess we'll see you next time, MoneyWise fam.
Bye.